lot of service today.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how many items you have. You have a whole lot.
A whole lot of stuff. Good
a whole
stuff
lot of
coming.
stuff.
Yeah,
but we, Cooking Light is a magazine. This is Chef Jeremy Parker.
Hi.
And he is here with garlic mincers. And it's a set of 3. They each come with gift boxes. You're going to order these either in the Brights or the Classics. Now, you're holding the Brights. And in the Brights, you get this lavender, hot pink, and neon green. Now, in the Classics, you're going to get red, dark gray or black, and the blue. And they all come with gift boxes. So if you are thinking about picking these up, they're at a great low clearance price. But we're final quantities and there is no reorder on this.
Right.
So it's a good news, not so good news story. Good news is we take a top shelf item and bring it to you at a rock bottom price. But the not so great news is once it sells out, it's gone forever.
Ever.
Not being reordered. I smell that garlic. It smells like food.
You can smell that garlic.
Smells like food perfume.
Yeah.
Now, you put the garlic clove, the whole peeled clove inside, and you just give it a little twist.
Just a little twist like that. You can see it if you want. The more you twist, the finer it gets. And then you just kind of come here and tap it out and tap it out. And there's your chopped garlic. And then, of course, to clean it, I just take this over here, give it a little rinse in some water. You can put it in the top rack of the dishwasher.
Now, if we had running water in our studio, I know it's hard to believe that we don't, but if you had running water, you could put it under the faucet, yes?
Yeah, just like that, and it's clean. And it's just simple, it's easy. Take a clove of garlic, and again, whether it's 1, or maybe you want 2 cloves. This is for when you just need a small amount of garlic. You know?
Right, and your recipe is calling for 1 or 2 cloves.
1 or 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm just going to go in here and you just twist this around. Now you can also do herbs, so if you have herbs you want to grind.
And let me say that the longer you twist, the finer it minces, yes?
That's right, the finer, and if I turn it this way to the camera, you can see right there, that's why it's clear. How cool is that? And so you can just grind your garlic, do a little bit of ginger.
I think the fancy word is translucent. It's see-through.
See-through.
It's see-through.
Yeah, there you go.
Translucent means see-through. So you still get the color, but you can see through the device, and you can see now both cloves are perfectly minced.
Yep.
And ready for your recipe, ready for your red sauce. That's going to melt right in.
Look at that.
And really be beautiful. Now, the other way to do this is to either chop it very finely or smash it with a knife and then chop it.
Right, and maybe you don't want to use a knife and a cutting board. Maybe you don't want to, because then you have to clean your cutting board if you're chopping. If you just need a couple cloves of garlic,
and if you have
easy.
a bench scraper, you can save your fingers from all that smell.
Yeah.
This works out really nicely. And thank you for spreading that on bread and making garlic toast.
Little garlic toast. Now, I would probably put butter or olive oil on this first, but I'm just going to put some of this garlic on there because that's what you get.
Look how nicely it spreads.
Just lovely, perfect garlic every time. It's just simple. You get 3 of them. Keep 1, gift 2
We
of them.
should also say Happy Flag Day today.
Oh, Happy Flag Day.
Because I'm wearing the red and the blue, and the white is in the lettering of the apron. So red, white, and blue. We have all the colors of the flag. June 14th is Flag Day.
I didn't know that, so you told me this morning.
Yeah, we have Flag Day, and then tomorrow is Father's Day. And yesterday was Friday the 13th. I mean, it's a busy weekend. There's a lot going on. And if you are thinking about picking up this clearance priced item, let me encourage you to go ahead, because after the show, people shop the show.
Yeah.
And they snap up clearance priced items. And once they're gone for good. So that's why you want to get yours now.
Yeah.
Now, you're showing us that you pop in the cloves.
Pop in 1, 2, maybe 3, what you could fit. You don't want to overload it, obviously. And then this goes on top, and you start turning it. And as you turn it, it's going to grind. It's just a simple design, David. And again, if you want, and let me turn it this way again so you can see, because the more you grind, the finer it gets. If you want it extra pasty, keep grinding. I left the stem, you can see there's some stem in there. Now, if you have rosemary, you want to grind it up, thyme, marjoram. If you have a little bit of oregano, you can put it in here. Dried herbs are really good. And then what you do is from here, just give it a tap and a tap. You can tap that right into a pan. If you want, just tap it.
With what you're cooking,
yeah,
right?
with what you're cooking. And there you have, that's 2 cloves of garlic. Now what's left, just take it over here, rinse it in your sink, a little soap and water.
There you go.
And it's gonna be clean, ready
now
to go.
we have color groupings. You get 3 for only $14.99. This is a really great clearance price. So we have this in the basics. Best bet is the basics, and then we have more limited, the brights. Fewer than 400 to go around in the brights. And when they're gone for good. It's important, if you got this in your shopping cart, to check out right now. Because the people at QVC.com are sneaky.
Oh.
And they will, if you don't take any action, after a short amount of time, they release your product back into inventory.
Oh,
so if you go back into your cart the next day, guess what? The cart's empty. And you're thinking, how'd that happen? Well, that's exactly how it happens, because what happens is if you take no action, then QVC.com thinks you're not interested in the item and they want to release it back in the inventory for other people who are ready to check out. So if you're ready to check out, it's important that you go ahead and check out, and that way you're secure and you know you have the item in the color that you're after.
Yeah. And again, you get 3 of these. I love that. So maybe you have an RV. Maybe you have a...
Smells so good.
It isn't great. Fresh garlic, guys. Don't buy it already ground. Do it yourself. It's so good. Garlic is good for you. I hear there's all kinds of benefits to it. And you can see the more you go, the finer you get. This is 2 cloves of garlic. I want to show you how much you get by grinding it instead of, say, chopping it. Is you really get all the garlic, and it comes out nice and fine, so that's ready to spread over bread.
Now, JP, my producer, makes a great point. He asked, can you use this on ginger? And I think you can.
Yeah,
Can't
a little
you?
bit of ginger.
Knobs of ginger?
Just a little knob. Remember, a little bit of ginger
Goes a long
way.
Goes a long way because it's very, very flavorful.
Yeah.
So just use a little bit of ginger in there if you're doing maybe some Asian cooking, or if you're making smoothies, or what have you. Because I have had smoothies before with ginger in it, and it adds a little zing.
Hello.
Yeah, it wakes you up a little bit.
And I mean, ginger and garlic are just a beautiful match together. So do some garlic and ginger here. Give it a rinse. You're not going to make a big mess here. And look at that. That'll spread right on there. I love that. Most good food starts with garlic.
I would imagine you could dice up scallions, or you could chop up scallions and put scallions in there and then turn that into a paste.
If you wanted a real fine, maybe finer than you could chop with a knife, you could do it with
And
this.
you talk about herbs because herbs have oils in them.
Yeah.
And what you want to do is release those oils, and then you have something that is very fragrant and flavorful. And that's the whole idea with herbs, and sometimes dried herbs can be.
Dried herbs, right? And you want to crack open dried herbs. That's like you said, it releases the oils, all the fragrance. And again, this is just 2 cloves. You could do if you just want 1 clove of garlic. Easy way to do it. Go around in a circle if you want. Go back and forth, and then what you're going to get is just a perfectly minced.
Now, many of you are ordering the Brights, and maybe because we're demonstrating with them, I don't know, or maybe they were more limited to start with. But this, whatever the case may be, let me encourage you to pick up Brights. And over 200 of these have been ordered. We have the lime green, the hot pink, and the lavender. And in the basics, we have the red, the black, and the blue. So that works out really nicely. You get a set of 3 for only $14.99, and you can pop a couple of these in your gift closet.
Yeah, and they fit in stockings.
And
Because Christmas
perfect.
is only like 7 months away.
And Christmas in July begins later this month.
That's right.
Like the 22nd of June. I know it's Christmas in June, July. We are very, very excited about this, and we're going to be seeing a lot